Hey guys, J-Man here for another comic book review. Superman Lost, number 1 of 10. Wow, 10? That's already making me nervous based on this one here. I'm going to review this epic comic using my space, Lost in Space, my space system. It stands for story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. The reason I'm talking like this is because I explain this on every video, but there could be some new people out there watching because I'm getting a lot of subscribers recently, so I need to explain it just in case you're new. If you already know all this crap, you can skip a minute or so. Okay, so I rank each comic using my space method. So story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 for bad, 2 for amazing. When you add up all of your scores, you get a final total out of 10, and that's your grade for your comic book. If a particular category gets a high score, if I gave the artistry a 2 out of 2, which is the best you can get for the art category, if I gave this book a 2 out of 2, nowhere or no way am I saying that this is better than Jack Kirby art or Neil Adams art or Curt Swan Superman or something. Obviously this ain't Curt Swan Superman. All right, but, or even John Byrne Superman. So I'm grading these comics against themselves, okay? Superman is a tough character. He has a lot of comic books. So I'm going to have to even, shrink that a little bit more. I'm grading this versus modern Superman because obviously classic Superman can't be beat, right? So that's how we grade these books. If I gave this comic a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, well, it ain't happening, but if I gave it a 10 out of 10, that doesn't mean that this comic is better than V for Vendetta or Watchmen or any Alan Moore thing that's awesome. I'm just saying that for your, what do you pay for this thing? $4.99? Wow. I don't know why I'm always shocked by how crazy these things are. So for your $4.99 American, and I'm in Canada, so that's like $25 for this comic. For your $4.99 American, are you getting a good value? So that's how I grade these out of 10, okay? Let's talk about the story. Okay, look. You know what? I'm going to give the story, I'm going to give it a 1 right now. So a 1 means it's a pass. If a comic book gets a 5 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10, that's like a pass. That's it. If you get 7 or 8, boom, that's a great comic. 9 or 10, wow, right? Obviously, that's awesome. I'm going to give it a 1. I'm close to giving it a 1.5, but seeing this 1 out of 10 is literally making me nervous because this is yet again another example of constipated comics. What happens in this comic, this entire comic should have been 3 pages. Like, and I'll get to the pacing. I'm going to give the storyline, no, I'm going to give it a 1. I'm going to give it a 1. I'm still sticking with a 1. So this entire, all of this, hold on. These pages right here, you can rip them out. It's bullshit. Nothing happens. Talking with Lois. There's like a car crash with some money in it. Maybe this will be important. No, not in this comic anyways. Maybe it'll be important in number 9 of 10. But right now, this is garbage. Nothing happens. None of this matters. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. The first page of the comic should have been this. So here's the storyline. Superman is standing here, and Lois is like, hey, Superman, you're ignoring me. So it takes 2 pages, 1, 2, 3. 3 pages to show that Superman is ignoring Lois and not looking at her. She's like, hello, Clark, what's going on? Could that not have been like 2 panels? Like he's standing there. This is cool. She's like, Clark, do you want to have dinner? Then he's standing there. Okay, what's going on? This panel. Clark, are you okay? What's happening? You're ignoring me. Clark, that's it. Why do we need all, she's talking and going back. I swear to God, look. This is an entire page of her walking around him. You just paid 50 cents for this page. Or whatever. We'll do the math. $5. So you just paid like 30 cents for this. Like, what is this? So the story is intriguing. So what happens is that Superman wakes up out of this. Batman shows up. Superman wakes up and he's like, I've been gone for 20 years. So he lost 20 years of his life or whatever, or something's, you know, so that's the story. So the story itself is interesting. The pacing I'm going to get to in a second. Then we get to what happened and how did he, you know, obviously he disappeared or something, or went to another plane of existence or dimension and came back, right? So how did that come about? Well, that's where this starts. This isn't action either. This is just heroics. So that's fine. Heroics are good. There's like a crash sub, Chinese sub or something, but it's not a Chinese sub, spoilers. It's some alien thing or whatever. So it's going to explode. Superman needs to stop it. Superman's the only one that can stop it. So Superman's the only one that can stop it. Takes up this. So 1, 2, it's a splash, 3, 4, add, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, okay, that could have been 2 pages. It can't be 9 pages. Did I miscount that? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pages. It's like, Superman, this thing's going to explode. Okay, I'll stop it. That's it. It's all bullshit. It's like there's some talking about China and their subs or something. Like, who cares? So I'm going to give the pacing 0. Like, this entire comic should have been 3 pages. The rest of the comic should have been where he teleported to. So I can already tell you, 1 out of 10, I bet you this 10-part series, just like that Garbage War World thing where he was on that forever, it's like, this probably could have been a 2-issue story or maybe a 3-issue story. I've literally read stories now. I've gone back to read some Silver and Bronze Superman. I've read stories where he's gone to alien planets and like rescued them and liberated them and come back in the same comic. Like, I don't, this is like, I'm giving the pacing 0. 0. Artistry. I'm going to give the artistry, I was close to giving it a 1.5. No, I'm going to give it a 1. I actually like the art. I do feel that it's very colorful here. The figures are not bad. It's a bit panely, which is okay, I guess. I actually like the faces on everybody except for Superman. Lois is not bad. I don't know, there's something weird. There's something off about Superman himself. I don't know. He just looks off a little bit in the face. I do like the expression here where Bruce is like stunned to see Clark there. That's kind of cool. Something's weird. Something's off with Superman's face. I don't know what it is, but that's just the way that the artist drew it. So it is what it is. I definitely like these pages. So there's some fun here, good colors, not too bad action. I like this a lot. This is probably your best page on here for me, like seeing the ship and everything. That's kind of cool. This is a good page. These are good too. This whole section here in the middle is pretty good with the Justice League. So I'm gonna give that a 1. I might give it a 1.5. Maybe I'll give it a 1.5. I'll give it a 1.5. It is nice. It is pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 1.5. So above average. So above average. The characters, I mean, I like everybody. You know, there's not really a heck of a lot of characterization going on here. There's stuff like Lois is being pissed off at Bruce. And it's like, why are you pissed off at Bruce? Like, what did you do? Like, I mean, Superman gets involved in shit and gets teleported. Like, this is not new. So she needs to get over this crap. So I'm going to give it a 1 because I do like the characters, but nothing specifically stood out. And I would have given it a 1.5, but Lois was being irritating, so I'm knocking it down to 1. So that's a 1. Enjoyment level, I'll give it a 0.5. Like, it was okay. It's not horrendous garbage, but the pacing kills this. So what are we on here? What did I don't even remember. I don't even care. What am I at? 1 for story. What did I give her? 1.5. So that's 2.5. I gave half for enjoyment, so that's 3. And characters 1, 4 out of 10. So I'm giving this a 4 out of 10. This was below average, and come on. This is Superman. I don't understand this crap. Like, this guy's an action character. I'm literally reading comics from the 60s and 70s, which are way more exciting and a hell of a lot of fun, okay? And look, Bronze Age is the damn best in comics. Everybody already knows that. But really, you can try to do something here. Guys, the storyline, I always like, oh, Superman teleports and he's gone for 20 years. I've got a Facebook group for the pre-crisis Superman. It's called PC Superman. Look us up. Pre-crisis Superman on Facebook if you want to join the group. I literally run a choose your super adventure where I do like a little story and I let you pick what Superman does. And right now, everyone's picking that he got lost, that he got transported to another planet or whatever. So I love stories like that, very intriguing. I like the idea that Superman's been lost for 20 years and what has he been up to and all that. Really cool. But I need more, man. Like when I'm like, okay, the first few pages, this woman and her car and money and all that, maybe this will come into play later. Now, again, it was just him rescuing her. And then there's like this backstory about like, oh, where was the money coming from? And was she a thief and all this like, and I'm like, oh, is this a mystery? And then, no, it's not a mystery. It's just whatever. Now, maybe Lois is going to investigate that mystery in part 2 and 3, but I don't care about what Lois is investigating. Like, I don't care at all. Like, zero. I like Lois Lane. Great character. Do I care about this investigation? No. This is Superman. It's not The Adventures of Lois. Lois Lane had her comic, right? And it got canceled. So that's it. I want to see Superman going on adventures. Is it so difficult to have Superman going on adventures? It can't be as difficult as these guys are making it out. It can't be. They did it for like 70 years. It's like, I'm positive they can get there again. The pacing on this is the killer. This is a disgrace for $5. Like an entire page of her like saying, oh, Superman, are you okay? One panel. Like, he's stuck. So Lois is like, Clark, are you okay? Panel 2. Clark, hey, what's going on? Panel 3. Lois, I've been gone for 20 years. Then, no dialogue. The next page should be, I was fighting with the Justice League against this alien spacecraft that landed. Don't go into, because they're like saying, it's like, it's a sub. It's like, oh, is it a Chinese sub? Oh, what are the Americans doing? Oh, the American and the Chinese, there's some tension there. Just like in real life, guys. Isn't that cool? It's just like in real life. It's like, who cares? It's like, there's a spaceship, okay? Just say it's a spaceship. Don't get into any of it. Like, remove all that dialogue. The Justice League are there. Guys, there's an alien spaceship that's landed. All of a sudden, they fly up to it. The alien spaceship's going to explode. There's something went off. And Martian Manhunter's like, guys, this is going to explode. We have to contain the blast. And then, technobabble, whatever crap. The only person who could do anything is Superman. Superman comes in, he's like, okay, guys, everybody stand back. I'm going to do this. Again, that's 2 pages, right? Show the alien spacecraft. Justice League is there. What are we going to do? I don't know. Superman flies in. Boom, goes in there. It sucks him in. Boom. Next panel, it's all black. Next panel, Superman's like, where am I? I'm in some other dimension or something, or whatever they're going to do in issue 2 of this. So that should have been the first 3 or 4 pages. The next 10 pages or whatever, 15, should have been him exploring the world that he's in or wherever he was, wherever they're going to go and see in episode 2, issue 2, wherever issue 2 goes, that's where that should have been on page 5. Then you end that one with a stinger. It's like, I'm trapped in some world. And then some guy's like, Superman, we need your help because we're being eaten alive by man-bats. Oh my God, I have to stop these man-bats. He fights a few of them. And then at the end, a Superman bat comes like, ha ha ha, I'm the leader of the man-bats. And that's your stinger for issue 1. Then you get to issue 2. Like, so I'll tell you this entire story. Superman gets teleported. That's the whole story. That's it. He gets teleported. Where does he get teleported? Where is he? I don't know. I don't know where he is. He's here. Like, I don't. Yeah, here's where he is. Ta-da. So this should have been page 5. But 10 issues, they're like, we need to make this a graphic novel. Or it's got to be a graphic novel because graphic novels are for smart people. These floppy issues that you buy every month, they're for losers. Graphic novels are in bookstores. And it's like Watchmen. Oh, I don't read comic books. I read graphic novels like Watchmen. You know Watchmen's a comic book, right? That they just collected into one fat book. Oh, it's a comic? I didn't know that. Right. Because graphic novels are just comics that they staple together. So just take all 10 of these issues and take a big fat stapler and staple them and say, there's your graphic. I'm going to save that for a rant video. Anyways, that is it, guys. Let me know what you thought. I'm sure everyone's going to love this. I don't, what do you want me to tell? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Did something happen in this comic that I missed? And please, I love comments. I do. Please don't tell me it's development or setting it up or whatever. It's a comic book. Okay? This isn't Lawrence of Arabia. This isn't Ben-Hur. This is not some historical thing that we're going to look upon and we're going to watch this film and be like, wow, we're so amazed and we're enthralled. It's Superman getting teleported to somewhere else. That's all that happens. Comic books need to be exciting. Good stories, good characters, but exciting. Not standing around, okay? And I don't count flying around doing random crap as something. Like, what was the cool... Like, if you read this and you were 15... Let's say you were 12 and you read this. You went to school the next day. Guys, I just read Superman. Oh my God, what happened in Superman? He got teleported. Shit, where did he get teleported to? I don't know, I gotta wait a month. Right? Right? I don't, that's what happened. It's like, oh, was there a monster? No. Well, there was an alien ship. Cool. Did the alien ship do anything? No. And then the kids are like, all right, let's go back to playing Tiddlywinks or whatever shit you did as a kid. It's like nonsense. Anyways, I'm sure everyone's going to love this and say I'm wrong and I'm an idiot and whatever. That's fine. You can like this if you want. And I will buy issue 2. And I will moan and groan about issue 2. And I'll say get off my lawn and all that other great stuff. But sorry, guys. Bronze Age is still the best. Anyways, until next time.